Just want to make sure.
And then it should ask permissions for you, and then we should be good to go.
Okay. I just pressed it. Are we good? Are we open? Are we live?
Yeah, we should be good. And then my wife will just trim it from the beginning. So we'll be good to go.
Thank you, Sarah. Thank you, guys.
You're
Okay.
welcome. All right, guys. I am here with a very special guest today. This is the OG of NPC Natural Bodybuilding, Dave Lieberman. And you're one of the first persons I wanted to get on here because, one, I grew up going to your shows and it just always meant so much to me. And honestly, you're one of the reasons I'm here as a coach because I always had your show as an opportunity to bring my athletes in drug free and compete in the best federation in the world, which is the NPC IFBB. So, first of all, thank you. And second, you have to be super excited about all the changes coming to the NPC right now.
We are very excited. Thank you for that wonderful introduction. It's great athletes like you. I remember you very clearly on our stage as a competitor. And of course, now in recent times as a top quality coach, where the athletes can compete naturally and you're going to steer them in the right direction, steer them in the right direction. And we can't thank you and your wonderful team enough for your support, both as a competitor and now as a coach. And it's a real pleasure to have you back as a coach and to see all your wonderful athletes coming up. That 6 days peak week is now upon us and you. So April 20th is the Mutant NPC Natural Ohio Open Championships at Stunning Avon Performing Arts Center near Cleveland, Ohio. We're attached to Avon High School, which is not Avon Lake High School. There's two Avon High Schools. There's Avon Lake and there's Avon High School. It's Avon High School. It's a brand new high school, $18.5 million facility. Our venue's been open for 2 years. So it's really stunning and it's brand spanking new, and we're very fortunate and happy to have you guys there. And we can't wait to see you all in 6 days.
That's awesome. Now, you always do 2 shows that are drug-free a year. Do you have a date on your October show yet?
We do. October 5th will be the Mutant NPC Natural Northern USA Championships. And I know this sounds like a big name, and it is, but we've got novice, true novice divisions, a lot of first-time competitors there. We're going to have 4-time Mr. Olympia. Living legend Jay Cutler will be in the house, meeting and greeting everybody, taking photos with everybody. So no 3-hour-long lines. You can just come on up, say hi to him, get those pictures, wrap with him. He is the absolute king. I'm telling you now, this guy is one of the nicest people you will ever meet in bodybuilding, and he is a living legend. And I don't say that lightly. That is not a figure of speech. That is the God's honest truth. 5.5 million followers on Instagram alone. So if you get a chance to follow Jay Cutler, please do so. We've got 4-time Miss Olympia, Andrea Shaw, who I feel is like the female Jay Cutler when it comes to popularity and being so kind and generous with her time to her fans. She's wonderful. She was on our stage in 2018, and now she's a 4-time Miss Olympia. So she'll be there April 20th. If you can follow me on my Instagram, I'm a Dave Liberman. Please follow me on Instagram if you would, please. And then you'll be up to date on all the latest, greatest stuff that's going on. And again, it's DAVELIBERMAN. And then you've got .com. It's myname.com for all details, tickets, entries, the works. Through my website. And I know I'm talking too much, Adam, so I apologize, but I will tell you, tickets now are available cash only at the box office. We will have them at the mandatory check-ins this Friday at the Courtyard Marriott by Elyria, Courtyard by Marriott in Elyria, excuse me. And that's between 6 p.m. and 9 p.m. L tickets at this point, all of them are cash only, and that includes trainers passes. All trainers must have 2024 NPC card in order to purchase a pass. But not tickets. Of course, anybody can purchase tickets. 9 a.m. is pre-judging. Tickets are $25, and finals are 5 p.m. and tickets are $35. Again, cash only. No checks, no credit cards, cash only. And the box office will open at the Avon Performing Arts Center on Saturday, April 20th at 8 a.m. Okie doke.
Sounds great. And then just real quick, while I have you here, tell us how long you've been promoting drug-free shows I believe you maybe hosted the Governor's Cup before. I may be wrong on my history, but hopefully I'm correct. Well, how long have you been promoting? How long have you been promoting natural shows? And also, how does it feel to be like the pioneer of this and now it catching on?
Well, thank you for the kind words. And we do our best. I'll tell you the history of how it all went down. I was a competitor for years. I was a relatively good competitor. I won the NPC Mr. Ohio Championships. I won the Collegiate National Championships. Placed as high as second in the Junior National Championships. This is back in '91 and '92. And I won a lot of other contests, Midwestern America, the Northern USA, tons of other contests, Teenage Ohio back in high school. But as my career started fading, as I started getting older, I started realizing I really can't keep up this pace forever. I wanted to get involved on some other levels. So I figured emceeing contests would be great. So I started emceeing Todd Pember's competitions, my co-promoter, my future co-promoters, and he had the Governor's Cup, which was a great contest held in the fall. It wasn't a tested event or anything, but I would MC. So I think I guest posed at one time. It worked out really well. It was fun. And I'd always send him a thank you card and say, listen, thanks so much for having me. I look forward to working with you again. And one fine day, I called him up and I said, hey, I just wanted to say thank you so much. Hope you got my card. And I look forward to hopefully having me back as your MC. He says, well, my co-promoter is getting out of the business. He doesn't want to do it anymore. So I'm going to probably bail on these contests. I said, that's too bad. I mean, Todd, believe it or not, has been doing these contests since he was a teenager. He might be the unofficial NPC's youngest promoter ever. So he started doing them at the YMCA back in the day. We're talking years and years and years ago, I think in the 80s, early 80s. And I said, he goes, well, I said, that's too bad. You have a nice show. And he said, I need a co-promoter. Can't do it by myself unless you want to do it with me. And I said, yeah, okay, let's do it. Now, interestingly enough, at the time, I was going out with a girl that was a drug-free competitor and was looking at drug-free shows. I was going out with with her, and she was looking for drug-free shows. And I also had a roommate who ended up winning another organization's state championships. And I remember I went there to support him. I wasn't a promoter at the time. I was just saying, I got to support my buddy. And I remember seeing it was pretty big. And I thought to myself, I know the NPC has some drug tested shows and they were all pretty good, but I really always had my eye when it came to contests. I always looked at the Pittsburgh Championships was tremendous. The Southern States Championships was tremendous. The Emerald Cup was tremendous. And I thought to myself, God, if we could do a show like that, but an NPC natural contest, I think it would be huge. I think people would really like to do it. And at the time, I don't know if you guys remember a product by EAS called Phosphagen. It's the first time creatine ever came out on the market. They used to do a shape-up contest, like a transformation contest. And you'd hold up the newspaper from a certain date and then hold up another newspaper 2 months later and show your transformation. You had to be drug-free. Apparently, they would test you. I'm not quite sure what the rules were. And you could win, a leased car or a trip to Hawaii or a nice EAS jacket or something like that. And there was a lot of people in our gym doing it. And I would sit there and go up to them and go, I should compete. And they all told me the same thing. They said, I don't want to do it. You got to be gassed up to do it and this and that. And I said, well, it's up to you. I'm not cutting down anybody that wanted to, enhance their bodybuilding experience. That's not what it's about. But I do understand that you want a contest that would give you a little more even playing field. So that gave me the idea, as well as my former girlfriend, as well as my roommate. And when Todd gave me the opportunity to promote, I said, you know what? I'd like to do a drug-free show. And he said, that sounds good. How are we going to do this? I said, well, we're going to drug test the show. And he goes, well, how are we going to pay for that? I said, we're going to get sponsors. And I said, I have a little vision of what I want to do. He goes, you know what, Dave, I'm about ready to quit this. So you do what you want to do. If we end up losing money and we lose our butts, then we're just not going to do it anymore. I said, no problem. I said, I'll get sponsors and I'll work hard and I pounded the pavement, man. I went everywhere, all up Michigan, all up Pennsylvania, all up Ohio. I put up posters everywhere and we killed. It was only bodybuilding. So there was no other divisions. And we ended up with like 78 competitors, which back in the day was a big contest for just women's and men's bodybuilding. And that was back in 1999. So little trivia for you. Our October 5th contest in 2024 is going to be our 25th anniversary. we can't believe it. We're so excited with Jay Cutler coming. It's really going to add to the festivities. But been doing this for 25 years with Todd Pember. We've been good friends and great co-promoter. I couldn't ask for a better co-promoter. It's kind of funny because his strengths are my weaknesses. You know, I don't know how to turn the lights on in the venue, and he deals with all that stuff. When it comes to promoting the contest, actually talking to the sponsors, the athletes, hitting the road with the posters, designing the posters, designing the t-shirts, and all around marketing. Todd doesn't have social media. I do. So that's all on me. And Todd pretty much and his family really helped run the show. And I got to give credit to my current girlfriend, Josephine. She's a living angel. Her birthday falls on April 20th. So if you run into her, please wish her happy birthday. We just celebrated yesterday. And I told her, I said, honey, I'm sorry. I'm not going to have time for anything other than a big kiss for you and a hug because we got a big show to run. So anyways, that's the history of us. I don't mean to talk your ear off. And I know sometimes it gets a little boring. I try to put the athletes first. I mean, my career's behind me. I'm exactly where I belong. I'm going to be 59 next month in May. So, you know, I'm behind the curtain where I absolutely deserve to be at this point. And you guys are in the front of the curtain. You're on stage, and you're the ones getting the big trophies. You're the ones working hard. It's your time to shine, and it's my time to hopefully make it shine for you. I think you're going to have some of the best experience you ever had. I'm so glad we helped launch your career, Adam. And I'm real proud of what you've been doing. And I'm really grateful that you continue to funnel your athletes towards us because that's what we're all about. And like you talked about, the NPC is expanding their NPC drug tested events. I'm sure they've seen the success of some of these contests, including ours. And they're moving forward with more and more events and pro qualifiers and things like that. So I think that nothing but bright things are going to happen for the future of that section of bodybuilding with the NPC and IFBB Pro League. We're very, very grateful for their insight and their support, and we can't wait to continue doing what we're doing, hopefully for another 25 years.
Absolutely. You've had a lot of Olympians grow from your show too. Artie Caldwell, Michael Lockett, and most recently, Alicia Sturkey qualified for the Olympia, my client in wellness, who won your show, the overall at your show.
Okay, I'll give you a little more trivia.
Yeah.
We've had 3 Olympia champions come out of our contest. I mean, winners. Number 1, Ashley Caldwell-Wasser's won our contest. She's won the she's won the Bikini Olympia Championships, won it 3 times. And I don't know if anybody else has won it 3 times. I think she's like the leader of it. Also, Nicole Wilkins. She's won, I think, the Figure Olympia 5 times. I could be wrong on those on those numbers, but I know she's a multi winner, and she's placed 5th in our contest. And recently, Andrea Shaw, who's 4-time Miss Olympia, I call her the new OG of women's bodybuilding. Ironically enough, from the same area that the original OG, Linda Murray, was from in Detroit, Michigan. So how crazy is that? And she was in our contest in 2018. So we've had 3 Olympia champions. So I don't know how many contests have 3 Olympia champions, maybe quite a bit. I mean, outside of the national shows, of course. But we're real proud of them. We're real proud of all our athletes. And I just want to let you know, we have a lot of classes. So we try to dissipate our numbers, and we have a reputation of having big contests. And we're proud and happy with that. But we have like 8 classes for open bikini, 6 classes for novice bikini, 3 classes for true novice bikini as an example of what we do. And especially when we're dealing with the true novice contest, we take a special eye on how many competitors are in those classes. And if I see there's more than 10 or 15, and we can divide it up where the height classes or the weight classes will matter, I'm going to do it. We add the classes because it's really, really important for people to enjoy themselves and hopefully come home with some sort of award. And speaking of awards, we give out some pretty awesome trophies. Adam, you know, you've had to haul those big suckers home. We give out giant awards. You know, 5th place is first place is 6 feet, 4th place is 5 feet, 3rd place is 4 feet, and down the line. And that is in the opens. The big giant trophies in the open divisions, and all the accolade divisions like novices, true novices, masters, teenage, collegiate, all that. Get those beautiful Neil Anderson sculptures in the top 5. So what we tell everybody is when you cross over the novice and true novice, and then you do the open, you can have a variety of different trophies. Like, for instance, if you get 2nd in the true novice, you're going to get a nice silver sculpture. And then if you get third in the novice, you're going to get a nice bronze. And then if you get fifth or fourth in the open, you're going to get a 3-foot beautiful silver trophy. So we try to give you things that hopefully will encourage you to keep competing and represent the hard work and time that you put into this. Because I did it. I know exactly what you're going through. I know it's peak week. I know you're exhausted, tired. Adam, you did it. You know what it's like when you're counting down the days and the moments, the hours, the minutes, and you just are so looking forward to eating and drinking some fluids and looking at those beautiful awards. So we're real excited to see you guys this Saturday.
Absolutely. Well, it was so good to have you on, and thanks for everything you do just for bodybuilding and natural bodybuilding. And, not only a thanks to you, but I know ever since you and Josie have been together, she has like immersed herself in the role. She's amazing. Happy birthday, by the way. And thank you so
Thank you.
much for being on here.
Thank you so much. And she says thank you. And I couldn't ask for a better life partner. I'm very fortunate. And yeah, I mean, we're all excited to see you guys. So, be careful. We got the one and only Gary Udit, who is a Olympia judge. He's a top promoter. He'll be promoting the Ben Weider Natural Competition, which is a pro qualifier, as well as an IFBB pro event for natural competitors. So you'll see him, talk to him about the event. He's got many other events coming up, and he'll be our head judge. Fortunately, it's going to be great. So you're going to have the very best eyes on you. We got Ricky Bayardi and his A team coming in. Doesn't get any better than that, let me tell you. So they're going to be jamming it out for you. Don't miss your class. Please pay attention to the flow of the show. We'll have the text messaging service. And also, if you can't make the contest, we have a live feed pay-per-view on DaveLiberman.com. I think it's like $29.95, and you get to watch the entire show in its entirety, prejudging and finals, the works, and competitors. You'll be able to see yourself too. I think like a couple days afterwards, we're going to have a replay, so you can actually watch yourself. Amir Morandi from the NPCNewsOnline.com will be there taking photos of you. So please don't bring the tripods in. We don't allow that. Just cell phone cameras. That's it. And DaveLiberman.com, DaveLiberman for all tickets, live feed, pay-per-view, and entries. The entries will be accepted through Wednesday through your credit card on my website, DaveLiberman.com, April 17th, after which all entries and added classes will be available on Friday, on Friday, April 19th at the mandatory check-ins between 6 p.m. and 9 p.m. at the Courtyard by Marriott, our host hotel number 1. Is there anything else I can do for you, Adam?
I think that's it. We appreciate you.
Thank you for the infomercial and the platform. We wish you and your clients and all the competitors the very best of luck. And Adam, very best of success to you. Thank you so much for your support. You're out in Vegas now, huh?
Yeah, out in Las Vegas.
We'll see you there for the Olympia. We can't wait to experience the 60th anniversary of the Olympia weekend. Oh my God, 60 years. It's going to be 25 years for me as a promoter. And I can't imagine 60 years of the best physiques in the world gracing the stage in Las Vegas. So we'll see you in Las Vegas. I will see you at the Avon Performing Arts Center on April 20th. And I will also see you and 4-time Mr. Olympia, Jay Cutler, the week before the Olympia on October 5th. Okie doke. Best of luck to everybody. If you have any questions, concerns at all, just reach out to me. And again, follow me on my Instagram at Dave Liberman. Okie doke. Thank you so much, Adam.
Thank you.
Good luck. Bye-bye.